Yo, it's B-Dub Bro Talk. We back. Appreciate all the love. You know, it's Big Cuzzon in the building. You know, appreciate all the supporters. You know, we back with another one. We got a special guest today. You know what I mean? But you know, we got the relevant fellas, the usual suspects. You know, we got my boy over here, Big NO.
No respect. Yeah, I'm killing. What's good with y'all? You all right?
Yeah.
B-Dub Bro Talk podcast. We here.
We still out here working, you know, the other team in the background doing what they got to do. Everybody playing their part, man. Shout out to Big E, you already know, for holding down the back end. But we back, and we got a special guest, man. Yep. We got my boy Quis out here. Just tell him what about you, Big Quis Chandla out here, PhD. You already know, Doctor of the Block. What up, though?
Doctor of the Block, Dr. Rapper, all of that. Quis Chandla from Jersey City, New Jersey, so always great to be around my fellow Jersey City brethren. And thanks for, you know, inviting me out to, you know, have a little conversation with y'all. It's a lot of things that we can talk about, and it's always great energy when I see you guys out. So
yeah, we appreciate it, man. Yeah, we had love with you outside, man. We was hearing the good music. You know what I mean? You gave us the vibe. Had to come talk to you, so we appreciate that. Appreciate you coming through, man.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Right. So what's been good, man? You been staying busy since we was outside. We back inside now, so we back at work, man. That's what we do.
I ain't gonna hold you. Things this summer really kicked up a lot. You know, at first it started like real slow. It kind of felt like there wasn't really much to do. I mean, you know, we do a with my company, True and Living LLC, which is an event production company. We do a monthly show. Yeah, shout out True and Living. We do a monthly show every last Thursday of the month called Where Beats Meet Bars. So it's where artists and rappers and producers or singers come out and they do like an open cypher format performance, and we get $300 to $500 cash prizes for that. So that's always the consistent thing we got. But you know, that's a group thing. But for me, you know, I just been kind of in the back, like just pushing, you know, my last project, some of the previous work that I got, and trying to like take, you know, a couple of moments to figure out, you know, some of the next steps in terms of my brand and how I want to present myself and expand my reach. You know, it's kind of, you know, difficult at times, especially because, you know, like you said, we was inside, but now we outside. Yeah. So now we adjusting to be consistently outside. Yeah. So now what's the world doing next? Yeah. So to keep people attention is like, it's a full-time job now.
Because they got they got a little short span. Like, yo, you could be going like this.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. So what I'm hearing is, you know, besides this love of music, you know, you're trying to be a businessman, and that's hard to juggle both. Because, you know what I mean, being a music artist, you know what I mean, it takes a lot of work too. Yeah. So, you know what I mean, shout out to you just being able to formulate that, man. Having a PhD in anything, you know what I mean, is an accomplishment. It's mad research. So, you know, being able to say you took time out to try to create your craft, don't worry about how long it's taking or what curves is going, because if you making time for it, you know what I mean, and what I heard, you know what I mean, just being able to vibe and it's bringing something to you, create it. Yeah. Create it, take your time, you know what I mean, do it, you know what I mean, the way you flowing, and you know what I mean, it'll come together, because, you know what I mean, it's definitely work that you're putting in.
I'm glad that you said that too, because, you know, I have this tendency a little bit to where when it comes to how productive I am and with my art, like my art is like my baby. So I've noticed with the way that I've treated my art, I've always liked to kind of like incubate it, you know, like when you're in the womb, like, all right, boom, the embryo goes. It's that doctor talk. Let me stop.
No. We want you to talk.
I ain't even that type of doctor. I ain't even that type of doctor.
We know.
But yeah, when the embryo and all of that stuff, and it gets into the mother's womb, you know, you feed her, you take care of her, you make sure she's nutritious, so that way,
the best shit,
exactly. Make sure you know her foot's massaged, stuff like that, and you know she getting her doctor checkups, so on and so forth. So that way, when because when the baby comes out, you know
that shit to be
it's here, and once it's here, you can't act like it never happened. It happened. So every time I drop a project, it's like, you know, a birth, because I can't take that project back. When you're an artist and you're giving your art to other people, it's not even yours. Like with your child, you know, when it's in your stomach, the child belongs to you. But when it comes out, it don't just belong to you. It belongs to the world as well.
Deep shit, deep message.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
So,
you want to protect it.
Yeah.
You want to protect it from the world, but
Yeah.
you can't stop people from telling you how they feel about your art. You can't stop the wrong people from even receiving your art to critique it in the wrong way and putting negative energy on it. Like,
because that's part of it.
yeah, they'll come out there and be like, yo, that joint trash. And you can't stop them. That's their opinion. And you gave it to them. You allowed them to have access to it.
Yeah.
Just like when you raise your kid and they go out there and they get bullied, even though you raise them to be a G and you telling them all
Or
that
when they
confidence
be bad.
and somebody hurt. Yeah.
They representing you with that. Like, I ain't raise him like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe you did.
So with that being said, it's like, you know, with the music, since it's been your baby, like where you feel like it's at right now? Is it out here in the world? You know, I mean, you got things going on. You feel like, you know, your child being out here, is it getting misrepresented, or you feel like people loving what your child is?
I feel like we at like the now you going to school phase.
Okay.
Like, you know, people know who you are, people know you exist, but now we about to get you to expand to see how you fare against others.
Okay.
You know, you're gonna sit there and you know, be in the presence of other people's children. You know, and then the parents gonna be looking and comparing their kid to yours, you know, and see how you grow and develop.
Yeah.
So, you know, right now I think at this time, you know, whatever today's date is, you know, I definitely feel like today is the most confident I've ever felt in my work. And it took a long time for me to feel like that because I was not sure as to what type of vibe I wanted to go on. Like, music was changing so fast to where it was, you know, snap music.
Fact.
And then it was trap music. And then now it's drill
music.
And then it's like, so when you an artist that's looking for, you know, people to catch on because you just want that validation of you got something that's hard. Yeah. You start to kind of lean towards and want to experiment with those different things. And in doing that, it sometimes creates a distraction. You know, is this art that you creating or this music that you create and really what you want to make, or you making this music for somebody else because you feel like that's what they want to hear? Yeah. So both of those things got to happen at the same time because if you an entertainer, you got to entertain first, but you got to entertain how you want to entertain. So, you know, it was kind of really difficult early on because I didn't know how I wanted to entertain. Like, I remember when I was living in Maryland for a little bit, you know, back when I was, you know, getting my doctorate and stuff like that, I was creating this mixtape. It was called Permission to Speak Freely. At the time, I was going by Conscious Keys. Even that alone, when I first started rapping, I boxed myself in and said, all right, I'm going to just talk about conscious stuff. And I'm like, that's not only me. That's one side of me.
Okay.
And when I was creating that project, I was listening to so much Chance the Rapper because that's when he was like on. So I was like, yo, this music sound pretty dope.
All right.
And I was listening to it so much, it started to weave itself into my music. And I hated it afterwards. I was like, this ain't me. This me trying to catch on and kind of blend what I'm doing with this type of music because then that music ain't even last long.
You was listening to it a lot. That's why you was listening to it and you incorporated with your music. You was like, oh, this ain't me.
Yeah.
You know
but that's why music is very relevant to our lives. People got to
is.
realize how music. That's how they teach our kids.
What?
You know, when everything has a melody, Gracie's Corner. What? You see how they got the, you know, it's expanding.
It's a loop. You know what I'm saying? That beat is a
Melon.
loop. Yeah.
And it's important, but you got to be careful because right now, like whenever I'm in a position of creating a project or creating a song, I don't listen to a lot of new music. I have a very selective amount of people, and I can only listen to them a little bit. If I'm about to go record, I start listening to the things that made me want to rap. I start listening to the people I feel like, you know, motivated me to create my sound. Because I don't want to go too far to the left. Because sometimes you go too far and it's like, all of this is inconsistent.
You want to stay original to you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean, that's what it is. You know what I mean, that's exactly what it is, and that's how you be a true artist, being original to you.
I agree. So shout out to you trying to find that lane, man. But you in it now.
I am.
You said this. You taking them to school.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, most definitely. Like, listen, I'm here to teach lessons. That's what I do. Even when I teach my classes, look, it's a presentation.
That's definitely doing. And like speaking to class, like where you teach at?
I teach at Long Island University in Brooklyn.
And what's the subject you teach for it?
I teach in the Department of Social Work. So I teach master's level classes and I teach some undergrad classes too. So I've been there since 2020. So it's been, time's flying. I've been there this is my third year actually.
Okay.
It's my third school year coming up. And before that I was at Kane University.
Okay.
Teaching there?
Teaching there. I taught there for 2 years.
All right.
So yeah, I got my PhD pretty young. You know, I got my PhD in my 20s. So, you know, when
Shout that out. Word
man, clap that up.
Shout out Morgan State University, man. Go Biz. But when I got hired, like, it's even when we talk about, like, you know, the brand that I was trying to build as an artist, I sometimes felt that it was like an imposter syndrome because I was going through all these different developments at the same time. I'm in a PhD program. First I'm in a master's program. Then I go to get a PhD. I'm in this program. And then I'm rapping. And I'm rapping because I've always been rapping, but it wasn't in the forefront. Yeah. So it's like, I don't even know how I feel in terms of being both of these things. I've never seen this before.
Yeah, that's new.
Like we've heard people be a drug dealer and a rapper. Those coincide with each other.
They can talk about what they be doing.
Exactly. We saw people be a stripper and a rapper. We seen people be a school teacher and a rapper.
Okay.
But the way that they rap is a little bit different. Like, I'm going to get a PhD, I'm rapping, and I'm from the streets, and I got a street background. So it's like, like a reform street background. So it's like, I have all these different worlds, and how do you present this to somebody?
So basically what you're trying to do is trying to ball up in one?
I think as I continue to develop, and as I continue to level up, it's doing that organically.
Yeah, it's building your own world.
And I thought that I wanted to speed up the process because I felt like an imposter. I felt like I shouldn't be doing, like, people would come up to me. Oh, you a rapper now. I thought you was getting a PhD. I'm doing both.
Oh, yeah. Why I can't do both?
Yeah.
Well, because the stigma is everybody want to be a rapper.
No, the stigma more is the fact that us black men ain't looking to do more than one thing. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
We're used to having that stigma of saying that it's just is enough. Mm-hmm. We don't want to go and get more. It's either for the money. And what you do, like I said, even with the shows you get for the rewards and all that, that's love of music. What you did with We Outside, shout out to Cuzzon and Breaker Lake Records.
Word up, shout out Cuzzon.
Entertainment, you know what I mean, for giving us all that love this summer. But what you do, that's all for the love. Yeah. And you working hard to keep your job as, a person who teaching people.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, you not looking for it in a financial standpoint. At this point, you just trying to be able to fit it in, bro. Because you could do 10,000. It's dudes who do so much, you know what I mean, out here and don't worry about sleep. Because they having fun with what they doing.
Yeah.
So have fun with each one of your crafts or what you're doing, so that way you can group it all. It's gonna come together. Your world's gonna come together, and that's what I'm saying. As long as you give every little bit to each of that, you know what I mean. Making sure you give your teaching, making sure you give your job, making sure you give your music. Everything's gonna come together. Bro.
You're right.
That shit is possible. We don't tell each other enough that, hey, if you, like I said, if you got a job, you know you get another one. Don't you want that car? You just talk about you want that car. Or you want this. You can go get another job. You have two. Yeah. You can have three. I know people that got them. You know what I mean? And like I said, if you want your own side business, that's a job. Man. So if you know what I mean, if you're going to do this, your regular job, and you're going to open up your T-shirt shit, or you're going to open up, that's a job. So you got to get your ass up. You know what I mean? You got to get your ass up and work that fucking job. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just ain't instilling us like that. You know, not no more. Men used to have to worry about that big money. Like people ain't worried about, like, if, you know what I mean, your health care could take care of your kid, you know what I mean? Because you might have to pay $10,000 on top of some surgery or something like that. You can't get that with your regular 9 to 5.
But I think also, like, when we was growing up, you feel me, like, we have, what is it, job day. You know, when they bring a person, career day, there we go. They bring people in. Yeah. All right, what you do for a living? And we ain't never really had, they always brought somebody in that did one thing. Yeah. Right now, we starting to have these conversations about multiple streams of income. Spread it all over the place, and then, you know, get your licks where you can, And some might fail, some might succeed. But nobody ever told us that, like growing up, that the most richest people, they didn't just put all their eggs in one basket, but they've been telling us to.
Amen.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
Ain't nobody never sit there when we was growing up and was like, all right, so go have like 3-4 businesses when you grow up. Yeah. You'd have thought like, what? I got to go get a job and I got to work that job and then I'm going to get a pension.
Yeah. It was just basics, money and women. I lived in the hood. Like I said, my parents
Manipulation.
My parents did their best to be able to, make sure we was good. You know what I mean? Even though we grew up in this type of environment.
Yeah.
But money and women, man. If you're a man out here, I mean, you can want a lot of things, you know what I mean? You can want a car and all that, but that's money. So I need to make money, and then I'm going to play with these women in this hood. Because if the hood women had more instillment, you know what I mean, than they could have, they wouldn't be allowing, the playfulness so much.
Yeah.
They'd be trying to get somewhere, and then they can have fun. Because everybody have fun after they get on. Yeah. Don't think a person who ain't worked hard for whatever they got, don't go and have fun. Way more fun than what you're doing in the hood. Promise you. Because they could do it the way they want it and not do it because of their circumstances.
I ain't even going to hold you. Like, just the expansion of, your experiences outside of Jersey City was just huge for me.
Facts.
You feel me? Because, like, I was always the kid on the block that was, like, kind of smarter. I ain't gonna say smarter. I just got things, like, really quick.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You paid more attention.
My brain worked a little bit faster. It processed things very quickly, and that got me in a lot of fights. That got me in a lot of trouble because I would be explaining things to the people on the block. Like, we 6, 7 years old. They're like, oh, that's a such and such. And I'm like, I ain't a such and such. That's a... And I think I'm helping you. But I don't know. Like, now I'm attacking your insecurities. So now you like, shut up. Now we fighting.
Yeah.
And it took me a long time to realize that. So, like, just navigating the hood and, trying to progress as much as you can. Eventually, like, we start fighting amongst each other so much that we got to understand, like, it's all survival.
Yes.
We start not even just surviving from, feeding ourselves or feeding our family, whatever, but also our securities, our insecurities.
Yeah.
I'm trying to survive by making sure I don't look stupid.
Because you're different.
Yeah.
Because you're different.
Or
you
might know more than me.
Don't play.
Or you might know more than me. Or got a little bit money than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or you think you smart, huh?
Yeah.
We would say that. That would start a lot of fights. Or you think you smart, huh?
Yeah.
Nah, you know what, you're right.
Yeah.
You a little bit bigger than me, you know what, you're right. My fault. Matter of fact, I'm wrong.
Even if you dress a different way. Oh, your parents take care of you. They make you keep your pants on your ass, so they make sure you do this and that. Oh, no, he different. You know what I mean? Yo, we from the same place.
But you know what the fucked up thing about it is, after he do that to you, he gonna try to keep trying to punk you for some bullshit. Because he think he's smart. So that was your ruling to beat me up? Like, bro,
because
I
don't,
me up?
but not because of you, because of how that make me feel. And nobody telling me that, because when I'm going in the house, I'm telling my mother what's going on out in the street. She might not be instilling the worth or picking out, the strengths that I have and making me feel of value. So because I'm not getting that, you might be getting it and you feel good about yourself, to speak up for yourself and, say these positive things about yourself. Nah, we got dead.
Yeah, you're insecure about it. And now that's why we fight, because something going on that you going on with, you not feel comfortable. Yeah, we from the same place. I probably can help you with what's going on, or we can probably figure out what's going on. But what I'm going to do is, because you different, I feel insecure, so now I got to fight. And then after you stand up for yourself, now they want to be your friend, because they like, oh, in the hood, that's the main thing. You got to stand up for yourself.
Now they trying to use you now. Now you trying to use me.
You know what's the wild part, though? Because, fast forward, I done had, bump-ins with, like, some of the dudes that, we kind of didn't see eye to eye growing up. And they all, like, love. Like, it's when they see me, like, yo, it's love. And it's like, in the back of my head, I'm like, it's actually up for real. But then I got to be like, I got to remember, like, what is this gonna solve? So you want to punch him in his mouth for something he did to you 15 years ago. It's up now. You're at 2 different places, and he was so upset about you saying that you was smarter than him, or feeling like you were smarter than him, that now he's seeing all the things that you got going on, and you actually motivate him, and he needs you to keep doing that.
Change his
Facts.
Change his standpoint.
So you got to sit there and, like, be able to look at it from a broad scheme of things. You can't just look at it from, oh, I want to think about what happened in the past. Now, what we doing next? Because like you said, it's all about money and women. That's what it's always gonna be, bro. The things that make us feel good. So let's go out. Let's go out to the club and talk to some girls. Let's go. Try to get it. Do some business together.
The business and the memories. Know what I'm saying?
And judge him by his character more than his circumstance, because I know a lot of people that I grew up with had different circumstances than me. And, because of me having a different upbringing, it made me a different guy, and I may have had it easier than some who had it hard, because I know others who had it hard. So I just used to wanted them to see me as equal, because even though I may not have had it harder than them, I was there. So my me seeing it, if you were in my life, if you were in my life, then that means that affected me too. So I feel bad for you if it happened to you. I just wanted to make sure that happened. Empathy. But we appreciate you coming through, Keys. Definitely chopping it up.
King to these people, they looking kinda lost. Crying in my head and they wanna knock it off. Not the slightest idea how much the game costs. Most really wanna chef it up, but they ain't got the sauce. King to these people, they looking kinda lost. Tough for them to admit it because they kinda soft. When I'm cooking, it's quality like filet mignon. And y'all ain't even got the drive to put the burners on. See, everybody ain't built to be this kind of boss. Manufacture your feelings and know they getting tossed. King to these people, they looking kinda lost. Crown on my head and they wanna knock it off. Ain't got this shit to smell about, so they ain't tryna floss. Cold world, and the heater slowly melt the frost. I'm reaching out trying to help the gods, but how you pray to have your peers crucified and nailed to the cross? So confused, I'm trying to extend a hand. Don't want this shit in return, that's the type of friend I am.
You back with Big Keys, just shout out to the new video, King. Shit was lit, I wish I was in it. But next time,
next time,
if it's lit like that video, it's
gonna be even litter.
It's gonna be litter.
Each video get litter and litter.
Yeah, I heard that. You heard that. Be the bro talk in the next video.
Go check that out, King.
Where. But King was dope, Put a lot of work into that, man.
Most definitely. Every time I write my own video treatment. See, that's the thing. Like, I'm so hands-on that I sit there when I got a song, I'm putting the video together for this. I go into PowerPoint, Keynote, find images, create my own graphics, be like, boom, this how I gotta look.
Did you have fun though?
Hell yeah. I ain't gonna hold you though.
It's your baby. You gotta have fun with your baby.
It don't matter how much you plan for this video to look like how it's gonna look. 90% of the time, you're only gonna get it to look like about 30% of how you want it to look.
Yo, I thought it looked good. We were just saying that. We just saying that. I thought it shit looked good. So shout out to the production who helped you get there, And shout out to the ideas, that you put together, to get that going. But anything else moving and forward, with yourself, besides that video?
Yeah, I've been having a bunch of performances lately. I know I was able to see y'all at the Bethune Center for the thing we did with Cuzzon with the hip hop tour. Supposed to be working with Cuzzon a little bit for some college things we supposed to be doing come the fall semester. And then a couple of more performances with Uniquely Coordinated we got.
Shout out
later on this month.
Happy belated birthday.
Most definitely. And then a lot of behind the scenes stuff that we working on that is gonna shake the room a little bit for the fourth quarter.
You on all platforms out here, man?
Everywhere, man.
Everywhere.
It's QUISCHANDLA everywhere. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram.
Y'all hear them.
Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music.
We out here
MySpace,
on all platforms.
Black
Be that bro talk. Holla at us. If you want to hit us, be that brotalk.com. gmail.com. We out here. So, shout out to all the black brothers who trying to do something more. Like I said, it take more than one income nowadays, man. I gotta stay up. Up is the word. Stay up.
But that's the thing. They gotta understand to work smart. Don't work too hard, but work smart. Don't invest in too many things and give it too much time. You only get one life.
Yeah, I agree. If you're not serious about what you're getting into, that's what it is too. That discipline, man. You got to make sure you go that Nipsey Hussle shit. You got to go hard by the one thing and then another thing. Whatever it is, you got to go hard behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Like, it's a lot of ways to get money, meaning like a little like physical labor. You know what I mean? Physical labor and like using your mental to get your money. You know what I mean? You know, my thing is less work, more money. I mean, so I don't want to use my body no more. I did all that. Nope. Trying to use the mind to get money. Mind to get money. Get what I'm saying? Use the fucking mind to get money.
And black men got to understand, like, you know, that hard labor is needed, but we also are the population that uses, you know, the health system the least. So, you know, doing all of that stuff creates high stress levels. And we get high blood pressure and diabetes. And then we working so hard. We ignoring it because we ain't got enough PTO. Next thing you know, you catch a stroke on a conveyor belt and you dead.
Facts,
You feel me? So I like to talk a lot about that too, and you know,
I totally agree with that.
Yeah, let black men know to, you know, value your health. You know, don't die over that 40 hours or that OT.
Word. Make something for yourself.
Gotta
you know
eat
what I mean?
good too, though. You know what I mean? Gotta think good, eat good.
Yeah, but you gotta be home for that. If you at work, you tired. You just put in 20 hours. You're gonna go to sleep and wake up and do it again.
Mental stress.
You're gonna go where? Wendy's. You gotta put in a microwave meal. You're not gonna sit there and start making. I'm gonna air fry some chicken. Nah, it take too long.
You know who gotta do that though, right? Your girl, your woman, your lady.
He said that, not me. He said that, not me.
No, I said it. That with respect. I said it. You better do it. You better do it. You better do it. You want to be around me? I don't care what you talking about.
These are the views of Bro Talk and Bro Talk only.
No. Whoa. Those are the views of No Respect. You heard? No respect.
Look, they got no spines over here. Nobody got no spines.
My spine is
no
long.
Spines
amongst
over here.
other
No
things.
respect
I don't
said
know
it.
what you're talking
See,
about.
that's why they ain't gonna get no milk. That's why they eating bad. Eating Wendy's and McDonald's.
Great. I don't know what
you
this
got
guy's
cook. I
talking
like
about.
grilled chicken salad with fruit that bitches.
I like to cook though.
Fresh fruit is always cut in my refrigerator, Doug. Fresh fruit is always cut in my refrigerator, and all my meals is like some freaking Shay Josephine shit. Shout out, you already know.
You doing it?
Shay Jamila.
You doing it?
True.
That's how it is.
You doing it?
No, he ain't doing it. He ain't doing it.
I'm saying. But it's
I'm on an
not.
island right here.
Nah, but it's not because
You said, nigga, what?
But it's not because I asked her. It's because my woman enjoys feeding me. So I don't know what he was talking about saying that you know what I mean, she needs to do it. She don't have to do it because I know how to cook my own meal.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
No, you said she better do that.
She better do it. She better do it.
That
Listen, that's knowing me when you deal with me.
Okay,
that's what I like.
That's
what I like.
That's your non-negotiables.
Of course.
Everybody got them. I was about to say everybody got them. Everybody got them.
Oh, you don't fit. You ain't tall enough, bitch.
Everybody got them.
See, this my thing. See, this my thing, right? I'll be so much of a visionary that I'll be like, all right, when it gets to that point where I feel like I'm gonna be working so hard, and when I want my wife, eventually, if I get a wife, you know, we be working so hard, we ain't got no time to be cooking and doing all of that. Well, not working hard, but we be shaking and moving so fast. We got the chef for that.
All right.
True.
Ain't nothing wrong with that vision, bro.
This our meals for the week.
Right. Okay.
If that's
Tell
how
my
you
lady,
want
don't
it.
even worry about getting your nails dirty. She got the curry. It's up.
Okay.
Yo, Marky, like I said, that ain't even 10,000s. You know what I mean? That's just well off. When
God.
you got it to where you know that this income is steady.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean? Because my lady wouldn't have to do a lot of nothing. I mean, shoot. I mean, I wouldn't want a bum. But you know what I mean? That's the person that I married. So I wouldn't marry no bum. So if your mind is bum like that means you can't be my kid's mother or nothing like that. So, you know what I mean? Nurturing is part of life.
Yeah.
You want a woman who's a nurturer, or at least somebody tried to instill that in her. I don't need her to cook for me, but I want her to be able to want to nurture our family.
Yeah.
And nutrients is a must. She must make sure you eating because you don't need to be eating the fuck outside. Because like you said, Wendy's, McDonald's, Always Choices, Quick Check, all that shit, not it.
You know what's wild? I ain't real until I started like living amongst other people. Like, you know, right now, me and my mans, we got a crib together. So, you know, we sat there and thought about, you know, both some goals that we needed for ourselves financially. So, you know, we got together and, you know, started to, you know, put some bread to the side. Okay. And I didn't realize I cook more than the average person until I started living with him. He kept saying like, yo, you cook a lot. And I'm like, do I? I ain't think I did. And then I look at the fridge all the time. All the food in there is mine. And his food is either like fast food shit or he'll go out and buy something from the restaurant. I ain't know that wasn't a thing. Like, I cook almost every day. At least once every day.
See?
Shit.
See?
Your body giving you a shout out right now. Like,
Facts.
yo,
You
Keys,
taking care of your
you
body.
be taking care of me, son.
Come on.
Yeah, until I get over the 990 and or
Then
cherries.
you fuck it up. Then you fuck it up, right?
Because like I said, I was a bachelor for a long time. So, you know what I mean?
shit.
Like I said, you know, I ate like that, you know what I mean? Easy. You know what I mean? I can afford it. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? As long as you take care of yourself, that shit get more lazy and lazier to want to cook. So that's why if you're going to at least cook, at least think about them dreams about that chef, man. At least your chef in there cooking some real food instead of eating at these chefs.
Yeah, let's get back to this chef shit. Yeah, you talking about this money shit, right?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, because that's money.
All right. Shorty. All right, she ain't got to cook. No. If I got bread, got chef money, I'm still making that bitch cook.
He like,
You
ever seen Family Guy?
She's still cooking.
Flag in the play. Flag in the play.
Still cooking.
You ever see Family Guy when Peter told Lois, he was like, Lois, we going out to eat. She was like, thank God I ain't got to cook. He was like, nah, cook it anyway. We gonna throw it in the trash just to make sure you still got it. I said, what? He said, I don't want you get lazy.
Facts. You can't get comfortable. Fuck that.
Yo, I was a kid. I heard that. I said, what?
Yo, that's crazy.
Fuck
Because
that.
them shows be crazy.
For real.
Yo, Family Guy is nuts.
I'm saying,
But yeah, man.
you gotta have fun with it, man. Stop playing. You gotta have fun with it, man.
So with this money and women, you know, we was talking about how, you know, men, money and women, and we talking about women now. In your lifestyle, dealing with your PhD and dealing with an educated woman, you know, I mean, being around educated women and being around females in the industry, you know what I mean? What do you think how that's played? Which one you think?
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't really have. Well, for a long time, I really didn't have any way that I, you know, kind of teetered towards. I didn't want women to know that I was getting a PhD.
No.
Because I would go out with like my homies and they'd be sitting there, be like, "Yo, this my boy Quis, he getting his PhD," and I'm like, "I don't want you to introduce me as
Like that?
Yeah.
So then I start, you know, being in some of the gentlemen's establishments, you know, and I'm in there as a regular dude. You know, I got, you know, my song Let It Burn. I said lately I've been fucking with bitches who either strip or have an OnlyFans. I'm subscribing to all the shit. And they like, what? And I'm like, yeah, like there was in this era of my life, these are real people. I enjoy them. They
Facts.
enjoy me.
Let's
And
go.
honestly, some dances be some of the realest. You feel me? But I don't sit there and like also sit there and say that, you know, a woman who has some of the same, you know, background as me in terms of like raising themselves up and being in higher ed and, you know, being a professional, what they would say, even though I don't really like to use that term.
Just a higher intellect, you know what I mean? Because you
Yeah.
got people who don't really choose to speak in a higher intellect, and people who don't. It don't make them. It's just difference.
Yeah.
It don't make them different. You know what I mean? Like or better.
Shout out to the strippers.
Word, because you
Shout
know.
out
Always shout out to strippers.
To the
Shout out
strippers.
Shout out to strippers,
to
sex
the
workers,
educated.
all of them.
Yeah, shout out to
Them too, man. Listen.
Listen, it take a lot of guts and a lot of determination to get that money doing that.
It
Fuck
does.
that. Do your
I
thing.
agree with
Do
that.
your
It's
thing.
a job.
Just be safe at it. That's all. Just be safe and watch these creep
Please
ass
be
niggas
safe.
and bitches.
Please be safe.
Real
Make a
talk.
plan out of it.
It could go either way though, because you know at the end of the day, it's you got to find out who's compatible to you. You know, no matter what her profession is. So
Facts.
you know that's how I look at it. As long as you treat me good, that's all I care about.
Facts.
So no preference out of
Facts.
far as the women in the world out of either or. It's just like you just take it as you go.
Yeah, just treat me right, be honest, be loyal, and let's have fun.
All right. Well, shout out to all the females in both worlds, man. Yo, keep your man stimulated. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the strippers again.
Yo, it's been fun, man. It's been fun, man.
Most
I hope
definitely,
you had fun,
bro.
yo. You know what I mean? Appreciate you coming out. You know what I mean? Like I said, I enjoying the music, so keep the flow. You know what I mean? Keep on building that world. Like I said, it's going to come together. Shout out to Quis Chandla, you know what I mean? PhD out here, Dr. Rapper, you know what I mean? So shout out to B-Dub Bro Talk. We outside, we inside now. You already know. Shout out to all my boys for putting in this work. We still growing. We still coming at you. you. You know what I mean? Anybody who need to get at us, you know what I mean? bwtalk@gmail.com. You know what I mean? Holla at us. We in the DMs too. We checking at y'all. So, you know what I mean? Everybody, you know what I mean? Have fun, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all, fellas. Appreciate y'all time and inviting me up here. We're going to do it again real soon.
Yeah, real soon.
It's your boy,
It was a
Big
pleasure.
Cuzzon. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You got your boy on the right now.
No respect.
You ready?
Yo, make sure I also want to shout out True and Living LLC. I want to shout out, you know, my homie Dude for holding it down. We creating some really big things right now. And shout out all my cuz too, P.MR. My boy got his Instagram page back, so it's Boss in the Car.
Shout out.
P. Dot, you hot. We already know about you, bro. We coming to get you.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah.
All right, guys, you know what I mean? Bro Talk. We about to be up out of here, you know what I mean? Appreciate all the love. And I mean, we see y'all when we see y'all, man. Love, peace, hair grease. You already know.
Real bros, real talk.
It's the B-Dub family. The B-Dub family. The B-Dub family.